Yo, everybody, what's up? What's up? Happy Halloween! Oh my God, it's Halloween. We're finally here, ladies and gentlemen. It's the best day of the year. We get to talk horror movies, and it's not weird. What's up, everybody, though? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Halloween. I hope y'all are looking to eat a bunch of disgusting candy this afternoon. Okay, that music's really annoying. I was like, this feels very Halloween-y. I'm going to put that on the background. We're going to do something a little more... Okay, there we go. Yeah, rock on. I hope everyone wants to eat a disgusting amount of candy, rot your teeth out, and watch the scariest horror movie that you can find. That's the goal for tonight. Tell me all about it. I want to hear it. I want to hear what everyone is for Halloween. I want to hear what kind of crazy candy you're eating. And I want to hear about whatever horror movie you're going to watch. Make your family members, maybe small children, watch tonight. Because I think that's kind of funny. Skull and Bones Productions is saying, yo, Jake, can't watch this stream. I'm hanging out with my family. Totally fair. Hang out with your family. Tell them I said Happy Halloween. RJ Skorenki is saying Happy Halloween, Killjoy Jake. Can't wait to put on my Ghostface Scream 6 costume tonight. Gonna go trick-or-treating round 5. Very nice. Have fun, RJ. I hope you get a lot of candy. Hope you have a good time. I couldn't find my Scream 6 mask. Like, it's somewhere in this room, but it's gone. So I put the Scary Movie mask on, which feels fitting. We're getting Scary Movie 6 very soon here. We know that the Wayans brothers are back, which is really exciting. Some big updates from this week. So I feel like this works. I feel like this works as the Halloween costume this year. It's not as crazy as the Nun for those who remember that. That was a whole operation beforehand, but I thought this was pretty good. Scary Movie Ghostface. Screw it. Austin Daniels is saying, hello, Jake. Halloween is here, and I'm hyped. Got to decide what to watch tonight. Maybe I'll finally get around to Hell House LLC. Been on my list forever. Oh, that's a good one, Austin. I highly recommend watching that one. The sequels, but the first one, really fun, and a very good one to watch, especially during this time of year. I was happy that I got to watch it back in September. That's a Horror Hot Takes episode, so you'll be able to watch that after you see it. But it's a good one. No, Hell House LLC rocks. It's a, I don't want to call it underrated found footage, right? I think everyone since that movie came out said, this is so underrated, you got to see it. I think now Hell House is like perfectly rated. Like, it's like, yeah, people know about it. It's good. It's really fun though. If you like found footage, you like spooky ghost stories, that's kind of what that one's all about. It's a good time though. I really like it. Low budget found footage. It works for me, man. Sometimes when it works, it works. The Ribbit, what's up, dog? How you doing? Howdy, hey. Happy Halloween. Welcome in. Same to you, Erica, who's putting a couple more Y's on that. Hey, how you doing, Erica? What's up, what's up? Welcome in, welcome in. Happy Halloween. Your day's been good? My day's been pretty good, too. Tell you what. Played a little Black Ops Zombies this morning, and I'm in love with that game. I love it so much. I have not liked the Call of Duty this much in a very long time. Alexa Sekulik is saying, hi, Jake, have a wonderful day. Same to you, Alexa. I love the positivity. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight on Halloween. Leo, it looks like you're vomiting in your profile picture there. Yo! What's up, Leo? I hope you feel better soon, my friend. Rivgo Crazy, thanks for being a channel member, dog. Same to the Ribbit and Erica and everyone else who I've talked to so far. Waving at me. Hello, hello. Love the old school Terrifier poster as your profile picture. That's sick. Is that, oh, who made that? I've seen that before. Someone cool made that. I think it was maybe Creepy Duck. Maybe not. There's other people who make posters besides him. But I bet it's cool. Whoever made it. Props to you. Cody is saying, hey, Jake, I'll be there shortly. Making mugs some wings for lunch. You're making some wings for lunch. I gotcha. That's a great lunch, my dude. Love me some wings. Also, hit the like button and sub to Killjoy Jake if you want. I guess. Cody, thanks for being here, dog. Enjoy those wings. I hope they're spicy wings. Those are the best kind of wings. Ella is saying, happy Halloween, gang. What's up, Ella? How you doing? Hope you're doing good today. Our local dispensary worker. I need to stop by and pick some up myself. Comedic Creeps is saying, Jake, I told my granddad to watch Terrifier 2. Did I mess up? It depends. Let's see his reaction first, and then we'll talk. I hope he loves it. I hope it's his favorite movie ever. That would be hilarious. That would make me so happy. Show small children the Terrifier franchise. I can't see anything going wrong with that. Melissa Wildcard is saying, happy Halloween. Happy Halloween, Melissa. What a crazy day it is. The best day for horror movies. Madison Kazmarski is saying, hello, Poop Man. Hello, Poop Lady. The Poop Lady is still at work, but when she comes home, we're going to pass out some candy to all the children. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun afternoon. Got a few hours of trick-or-treating tonight. So it's going to be cool. A few more fellas I want to say hello to here. Jake Boss, hello, my bearded friend. God, I kind of just want to take that beard from you. I just want to like, just put it on my face. Is that cool? We have the same name, so I feel like that would be cool. Jason Carpenter, also a member. What's up, dog? Jake at lame ass work. Ugh. That sucks, bro. Gonna drink a few beers when I get home and watch Halloween Kills. I save ends for the first weekend in November. Interesting. Okay. I mean, I think that fits. I think that fits. It's the end of Halloween, so we're gonna watch it past October. I think that works. I like that. Halloween Kills rocks. I might have to put that one on tonight too, Jason. I'm still on the fence on what to watch. I've seen Trick or Treat, Halloween. I haven't watched Pumpkinhead yet this month. That's an annual for me. I usually watch that one. I just watched Terrifier 2. That's a one I watch every year now. I watched that back in September. So I'm trying to think what to put on tonight. It's between Halloween Kills and Pumpkinhead. I will let the chat decide though. I'm gonna put a poll out of a couple of movies. So far we got Kills, Pumpkinhead. I need like two more movies that are October-y. Throw them out there. And stuff I haven't seen yet. I have seen Hell House LLC, so don't put that one out there. I love that movie, but I already saw it. I want to get something fresh. Ghostface is saying, "What's up, Jake?" That's really fitting with the mask. Can you guess what I am for Halloween? I'm gonna go out on a limb here. Wild guess. Ghostface. Total guess. I might be completely wrong. But I don't know. We'll see. Austin Daniels is saying, think that's what I'll do, Hell House, and then after keep writing your Scream movie. The ideas are flowing. Nice. I want to write another Scream movie one day. I think that would be fun. JT Owsley is saying, my Scream ranking in last place, Scream 4. Oh, that's my favorite. Scream 3 above that in 5th place. Scream 5 in 4th. That's where I put Scream 5 as well, 4th place. 3rd is Scream 6. Very nice. Actually, same. That's also where I think that's also where I put Scream 6 these days. 2nd is Scream 2. 1 is Scream. Perfect. But 11, 14 was better. Then Scream, dog? What? I gotta see this fucking movie. It's gonna be at my doorstep tomorrow. I couldn't be more excited for you. I'm watching it. JT, the moment I see it, I'm watching this thing. I have to. It's better than Scream, so it better be good, JT. You're really... my expectations are through the roof. This has got to be the most groundbreaking horror film that I've never heard of. No, I love your rankings, man, and I love your excitement for this movie. For those who don't know, JT's been coming in the chat for, literal months recommending this movie to me, and I just I couldn't find it anywhere, and the dude is actually shipping it to me, and the moment I get it, I'm watching this thing. Because I'm dying to know. I'm dying to know what this is all about. I'm going in blind. I'm excited. Jake Boss is saying, I have no idea what movies to watch tonight. I have a ton of options. I have to go through and decide in the moment. That's how I am. I'm just like, what do you watch on Halloween? There's so much good stuff, so many good options, How can I just pick one? That's crazy. It's insane, Jake. How am I supposed to pick one or the other? Austin is saying Black Ops 6 has been the best Call of Duty at launch in a long time. Still in the honeymoon phase of it. Dude, me too, man. I love the zombies is so good. Unbelievably good. And I have not liked the zombies this much probably since Black Ops 3 Zombies was the last one I really liked. And it's been a while. This is Black Ops 6 now. We're 3 more entries ahead. So it's crazy. It's crazy to say. But I love it. It's a really fun game. Danny San saying, happy Halloween, Jake. Big love from the UK. Big love from Cleveland, Ohio here, Danny San. A little less interesting than the UK. Did I say a little? I meant a lot. But love to see it. Danny, thanks for hanging out with us tonight, and happy Halloween. The other thing too, I'm sorry, I'll get off the Black Ops subject in just a second here, but I am going to be doing a video on the gaming channel, I have a weird idea for something zombies related, so you'll see that over on the gaming page sometime soon. Rivgo Crazy is saying, Jake, how do you feel about Scream 2022? I like it. It's definitely the Scream film that the more I go back to it, the less I like it though. When I first saw it, I was blown away. Some of those initial shocks and surprises are awesome. I think the thing that has aged poorly, in my opinion, is the first half. I think the first half is really rough. Maybe the roughest start to a Scream film out of all 6. I'm even roping Scream 3 into that. The Scream 3 opening has really grown on me over the years. I'll tell you what, I really like the opening to Scream 3, especially after seeing the whatever like the other version of it was. Like there was like this black and white 1999 cut of it before like it went out to theaters. And the opening scene was just done way differently there. They didn't tell you that Christine was dead, so you kind of thought like, oh, maybe she could be Ghostface or something. What's going on here? They used the voice changer a little differently in that version of Scream 3. I have a much bigger respect for Scream 3 these days, I think. But Scream 2022, I love the back half of it. I mean, the reveals are great. I love the entire sequence from like basically like Judy's death on like to Dewey's death. That whole sequence of the movie I think is one of the strongest parts of the whole film. I don't know. I like it, but it just has some low spots for me personally. Scream 2022, I feel like it doesn't really get going until you get like halfway through it. That's kind of my thoughts on it. How do you feel about Siren's Curse coming to Cedar Point? Can't wait to ride it. Dude, we're going to Cedar Point this weekend. I can't wait, Kyle. We're trying to hit Halloween weekends before it's over because we totally missed it this month. Old Jake and Madison, Poop Lady, have been very busy. We've been very busy the last 2 months. It's been nuts. It's been the craziest time ever, which, by the way, thank you all for like the most successful 2 months of this channel ever. I cannot believe what we were all able to accomplish in September and October. Holy fuck. Like, thank you all. Between, panel appearances at one of the biggest horror conventions in the entire country, and just a ton of new subscribers, ton of people watching some of the crazier videos I've been able to put on here. I'm really thankful for it all. And Kyle, I'm especially thankful for you for for putting that thing in there about Cedar Point. I'm excited. I'm excited for it for sure. Johnny Caution, thank you for the $5. Thanks for the support. Saying, Jake, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well. Thoughts on Pearl? Top 10 slasher movie of all time for me. Mia Goth will have a great career in horror, and that she already has, my friend. This thing is so hot. I might take it off at some point. Or do I just commit for the whole 2 hours? Screw it. I'm doing it. I love Pearl. I was actually just telling my girlfriend about this one as well. I think she would love it. Pearl is, I think the more I go back to, this is one that ages like fine wine. The more I go back to it, the more I like this one. I think X is still my favorite from the trilogy. Like X is just, I mean, it is flawless. It is a flawless slasher film. I love it from start to finish. It's perfect. It's so well written. Oh my God. I pick up something new from X every single time, but Pearl is like female American Psycho, dude. I love it. I think it's so much fun. It has like an undeniable style and tone about it that feels so like early cinema. I don't know. There's so much to love about this one. It's Mia Goth's best performance of her whole career, like without a doubt. And that's coming from like the #1 Infinity Pool fan of all time. I love Infinity Pool. But man, I mean, the ending of this one, the ending shot of this one, some of the crazy kills, Mia Goth's insane performance in this movie, it's another 10 out of 10 from the X trilogy. I love this movie to death. This would be a great one to put on tonight. I feel it kind of has a little bit of a fall feel to it. Maybe not so much as something like Pumpkinhead or Halloween or Trick or Treat, but it does feel like a really good one to put on during this time of year, I think. That's a contender. Now, I'll tell you what, Johnny. I love Pearl. Absolutely fucking rocks, though. Great movie. I'll watch that one 100 more times. It's a horror classic. Johnny, thank you for the 5. Appreciate that a bunch. The Ribbit's also throwing $1 out there. The Ribbit, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for supporting the page. Means a whole lot to old Jake. You played Black Ops and got zombies. You got gold on 3 weapons so far? That's so hard to do, dude. That's awesome. Congrats. Happy Halloween, Corey. Happy Halloween, Magnificent Logo. You guys rock. Wrestling God is saying, hey, Jake, I got a question for you. Did you know that Matthew Lillard did 3 interviews these past couple days, and left and right, do you think that you should rethink your thoughts that he could be in 7? Should I rethink my thoughts? My Wrestling God, my friend, my dude. Here's my thing. I hate the idea of him coming back. I love Matthew Lillard, but I just don't like the idea of him coming back. But if you've seen any of my Scream content lately, I have said it's absolutely a possibility. Like, I'm not saying it's impossible, it's not going to happen. Matthew Lillard is popping, like you're talking about. Like, Wrestling God, I agree with you. I think Matthew Lillard could come back and be in Scream 7. I wouldn't like it. I would not be a fan of it 9 times out of 10. I should say 99 out of 100 times, but I think it's a possibility because of how popular he is right now. Five Nights at Freddy's is like the biggest thing in gateway horror right now. So I really think it would honestly, I would actually go so far as to say it would almost be dumb of Scream 7 to not include him somehow. But there's better ways to do it than resurrecting his very, very, very dead character. So expect Matthew to have some role in the seventh entry, just like how Skeet Ulrich did in the previous two flicks. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna be into it, but we'll see. Alexa saying, you are my second favorite YouTuber. What? Alexa, I'm an overachiever, okay? You hand me a silver medal, I see that as a failure. What do I gotta do for that gold, Alexa? What do I gotta do? No, I'm just kidding. Alexa, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. I'm just being goofy. Makes me a little sad, though. I want to know who number one is for no particular reason. No reason at all. Not going to shoot off some crazy DMs. I'm just kidding. Jacob Wells is hanging out with us tonight saying, stupid question, but after Marvel's Avengers Secret War comes out in 2026, which is the end of the multiverse saga, will Hollywood stop making movies and TV shows forever? Jacob, that's the funniest question I've ever received in my life. I love that. Yeah, I mean, what else can you do without superhero movies? You know, it's not like there's any other genres at all. Jacob, I don't even know. I'm speechless. Like you've stumped me with this question. That is absolutely hilarious. I guess we're screwed. I guess movies will cease to exist at the end of 2026 without Marvel constantly pumping out bangers, baby. For those who have been hanging out around this page for a while, you know that sarcasm. Daniel K, what's up, dog? Thank you for being a channel member. Appreciate that a bunch. Saying, bro, your streams are awesome. Thank you, Daniel. You're awesome. Seems like whenever I'm having a bad day at work, old Jake has a stream and makes it better. Happy Halloween, everybody. Dude, you know, I'm so sorry you got to work. Very similar to a lot of the other people in the chat tonight. It sucks that a lot of people got to work on Halloween. That's no good. Well, I guess it is a Thursday. It is a Thursday in the middle of the week, so I do understand that, but it does suck. I'm so sorry. Halloween should be a day where people get to relax and watch some crazy horror movies, man. That's what I think. If elect me president, there you go. That'll be the first thing I do. But Daniel, so much love to you, my friend. I hope that your day at work isn't too nasty. And maybe old Jake's ramblings can potentially make it a little better. Maybe. I don't know. Probably not. Ty Lee is saying House of a Thousand Corpses. Ooh, that's a really good response. Love that movie. Essential Halloween viewing. Not the most original, but I think it's a horror masterpiece. You know, man, and that's a really great thing to harp on there with House of a Thousand Corpses. I mean, is it just Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but like more Rob Zombie? Absolutely. But I don't care. It's still good. It's still really good. You can stand on the shoulders of giants and kind of do your own thing and still make it something worth talking about. I would still go so far as to say that House of a Thousand Corpses is a classic. Even though I have that opinion. It is just Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but more Rob Zombie. I love it, though. It's such a good movie. No, House of a Thousand Corpses rocks. I know the popular opinion is Devil's Rejects is better. And I'm not going to lie, there are some things about it that are better, but there's just something about House. I think I like it a little better. I've heard it described as House of a Thousand Corpses is the acid trip and Devil's Rejects is the hangover. And I love that. I think that's a perfect way to compare those two movies. And then don't worry about the third film. It doesn't exist. What third film? Who said that? I don't know. There's only two. There's only two in the Firefly trilogy, and they're both great. And we'll leave it at that. Jake Boss is saying it will grow back in no time. Then we both have beards. Jake is see, ladies and gentlemen, you always got to ask for consent, and right here, right here, we got it. I will have a beard in no time. Jake, thank you so much, my friend. This is the greatest Halloween gift that one could ask for. Darth Chosen is saying, happy Halloween, Jake. I like that in your profile. You've also upgraded it to Iron Dragons. I see you like dragons that are made of iron. Is that Darth Vader as a fucking dragon? That's awesome. I hope it's not AI, but for now it's awesome. For now. But anyways, let's keep moving on here. RJ's voting for Halloween Kills. Totally fair. Great choice. Hellfest is a really good one, Melissa. Totally forgot about that movie. That's Akela Cooper, who's written like a ton of good horror movies nowadays. Like Megan and Malignant. A lot of M's. A lot of M's in her catalog, I just realized. She's working on some new project now, and I don't remember what it's called, but I'll be there day one. If it's got her name on it, I'm there. Jacob Wells is saying, I know that the Pooniverse is kind of getting crazy and out of hand, and I'm expecting that whenever their version of Avengers Endgame happens and Mattel stops making live action IPs based off toys, ? I can't wait for whatever comes next in the Pooniverse. They've announced more projects. There's the big collab movie that's coming out soon. I am here for it, my friend. I'm dying to see what it's all about. I'm hearing really good things about these upcoming projects too. I really think from just what I know about Pinocchio and Peter Pan, I really think these are going to be some of the better ones. I think that they're even going to top the Winnie the Pooh films, which I really liked the sequel. I really did. Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2 was awesome. But I think that what's coming is going to be even better. Something you haven't seen that's hard. I have watched a lot of horror movies. I'm almost a little embarrassed by that. I have this movie called Willow Creek that I have not seen though, and I hear it's fairly popular. So I actually might put that on tonight. But I'm gonna start this poll anyways. What should Jake watch for Halloween? All right, so we got Halloween Kills. Rock on. Great choice. You know, never a bad option. So it's fun. It's mindless Michael Myers killing people fun. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. Come on now. Pumpkinhead, which not necessarily a slasher, but like it's kind of like one of those like slasher monster movie things. You know what I mean? It feels very much so like the monster is motivated. You know what I mean? Like a slasher villain going after people. It's set up kind of similar to that. It's a kind of a revenge story too. Really good. If you've never seen Pumpkinhead, I could not recommend it enough. It's got a great cast. Lance Henriksen leads it. Really good movie. Excellent film. Pumpkinhead. Halloween Kills. What was the other one? House. I don't think I have enough characters for this. Actually, I think I do. House of 1,000 Corpses. I have to spell things out when I write because typing is hard. Excellent choices as well. And Melissa was saying Hellfest, so we're going to put that out there too. Hellfest. You know what? Actually, Hellfest. Yeah, I was gonna put something funny, but I'm like, let's just do that. Let's see what the poll results put out there. If someone wants me to, you know, maybe if everything can be like a 25%, I'll watch like the Care Bears movie or something. So that's what I'll say. If we can get like a 25% across the board, I'll put on Care Bears tonight, and everyone will be disappointed in me. Mr. L, thanks for the $2, my friend. Saying, have you seen Splinter 2008? Yes. This is the movie with the weird creature thing, maybe? Oh, no, yes, wait, yes it is. I was thinking of two different movies. I have seen this one, though. Splinter 2008 is excellent. This is a really good movie. My only issue with this one is that every time they show the creature, it's like the shakiest camera for like no foreseeable reason. I think literally because they just don't want you to see everything that's going on with this possibly low budget creature. That's my guess. But dude, besides that, an excellent Thousands horror movie that does not get talked about enough. This is actually a really underrated one, Mr. L. I'm glad you brought this one up. If you're looking for something you probably haven't seen tonight, I recommend this movie, actually. Again, I wouldn't go so far as to say it's perfect, but it's a really good, like, claustrophobic monster movie. I think it takes place almost solely at a gas station, too, which is really interesting. But I really enjoyed this one. I put this on, like, I want to say like year and a half ago, like maybe like year and a half ago is when I watched this on. It was on like one of the free streaming services, if it's like Pluto or Tubi or something. It's a really excellent movie. It's really scary. It's high tension. It's kind of like High Tension, the film, but I like this one a lot. Shot really well. Love the coloring. Feels very Saw, but excellent horror film for sure. Mr. L, great choice. Thank you for the 2. Appreciate that. Davey Deathray has been a member for 4 months. Thank you, Davey. And I know I say it every time, but I think it's just a meme at this point. Congratulations on over 1,000 subscribers, my friend. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you a bunch. I realized I was just repeating that, and I'm like, wow, I just keep thanking Davey. And one day Davey's going to be at 2,000 subscribers, and I'm just going to be still on 1. And I'm going to be like, what the fuck's going on? But anyways, Davey, thank you for being a member for 4 months. Saying happy Halloween to Jake and the Killjoy crew. Hope everyone has a safe and fun holiday filled with candy and kick-ass horror flicks. You goddamn right, Davey Deathray. Hell yeah. Well, thank you so much, my friend. Same to you. I hope you have an absolute blast. Eat a little too much candy. It's okay. You know, calories don't count as much today, so you'll be okay. You'll be all right, my friend. Thank you for supporting the page, and much love and success over on your channel as well, dude. And look at it. A Flesh Suit Man is wearing their X shirt right now. That is awesome. Fantastic. We got into a little Pearl and X discussion a couple minutes ago. Fantastic to hear, dude. Rock on, rock on. That's awesome. Universal Disappointment is saying, hey, Jake, happy ween. Oh, it's always a happy ween around here. Hope you're doing well. Last weekend at my temp haunted house job, this month has been kicking my ass. Got to wear my Lumberjack Logan costume from Origins Wolverine, though. Very nice, very nice. I know a few people who are going as Wolverine this year, likely because of some, I don't know, some kind of unpopular movie that came out earlier over the summer or something. I don't know. But very cool. Very, very cool stuff, man. I hope you have just an absolute blast tonight as well. And I love that you're working at a haunted house. I've always wanted to do that. If I wasn't doing all of this, I might just work haunted houses. That would be so dope. But have so much fun, my friend. Have fun scaring kids and eating candy tonight. I don't know if that's what you're getting into, but there we go. Leo is saying, have you seen 1408? Excellent movie. Hot take, one of the best Stephen King adaptations out there. It's a top 10 in my opinion. 1408 does not get enough love. This is an actual underrated horror movie. So good. 10 out of 10. Holy fuck. Villain Killing Dylan, what's up, dog? Thanks for being a channel member. Are you going all day? Yes. Until midnight tonight in this hot-ass costume, I am going to be live streaming on the internet. What better thing is there to do tonight? I don't know. No, I'm in charge of handing out candy tonight, so I do have to peace out around 5. That's why you're seeing me live at 3:27 Eastern time. Usually I like to go live 4 hours from now, but here we are. It is a little weird. I'm not gonna lie. It feels a little weird streaming this early, but I'm here for it nonetheless. I love streaming, so I can't complain. Paula Fitzhenry, how's it going? Popping in for a few. Thanks for hanging out with us, Paula. Happy Halloween. Dean Renner is saying, happy Halloween, broski. Same to you, broski. Gearing up for yet another Halloween party at my work again tonight. Nice, Dean. Just, I'm not going to say that. Dean and I don't know if Dean and I are cool like that, so I don't know if I could say some crazy bullshit. But, Dean, I hope you have so much fun at your work party. And I was going to tell you to do some kind of crazy prank, but I'm not going to say that on the internet. I could get in trouble. I might. Don't do anything crazy at your work. Don't do it. Don't do it, or do it. I don't care. But just don't say I was involved. Austin Daniels is saying, Jake, if Stu comes back, how do you want it to happen? If he comes back, there's a good chance I check out of this franchise until a much-needed reboot. Depends how they handle it. I'm in the same boat, but I think there are ways to bring Stu back that doesn't completely shatter and you know, create 1,000 plot holes across the board from previous movies. And the way to do it is just have a VHS tape from Randy's collection. Go back to Randy's house in Woodsboro and just be like, we got a VHS. It's labeled, you know, summer before all the shit happened. Dude, I mean, it would be so easy. Just do some de-aging on Stu and have a shitty VHS filter all over it, and there you go. You got Matthew and Skeet and the whole original cast from the first movie on some crazy VHS tape. It's not like the franchise hasn't done that before. I say do it again for part 7. Bring Stu back. There you go. Bring him back, but just don't completely shatter the story that we've built across 6 movies, you know? I feel like it's not that hard to do, but it would be so easy for them to just be like, oh, well, let's write that the guy who's been killing everyone the whole time is just this dead character from 6 movies ago. That would make me sad. Make me sad for a film that, you know, a crucial part of why it works so much is because it is grounded in reality ever so slightly. So I don't know. I just feel like you're completely missing the point of Scream if you end up going that route. Film Fanatic is saying, hope everyone is staying safe if you're going out or are out right now, and hope you're doing well today. Jake, keep up the amazing work. Thank you, Film Fanatic. Keep slaying it. Scream joke. Love it. Don't worry, I'll see myself out. You know what? I appreciate it. I appreciate the corny jokes. I'm up here doing them 24/7. So the fact that I... The fact that I have someone backing me here, no, I appreciate it, dog. Thank you. Joel is from Northern Ireland. Hello, Northern Ireland. What's up? What's up? We got a lot of UK friends out there. What's up? What's up? I just, you know, I learned recently that the channel does pretty well in the UK, which I was not aware of. I think that's so cool. Like, that makes me so... I got to go over to the UK at some point. I've always wanted to go. I think it's gorgeous out there. A lot prettier than it is here in Ohio, let me tell you. So I just think that's dope. I just wanted to say that. So much love back to the UK. Thanks for watching my videos, guys. I appreciate it. Cody has given us a little update on his lunch, saying those wings were fire, Jake. I'm so glad. Cody, I have just been playing Black Ops all day. I forgot to eat, and I am so hungry. I'm thinking about getting some Wingstop. Yeah, I'm not. Cody, you made me make this decision, this poor financial decision, after this stream. So I hope you hold a little bit of guilt for that. Honestly, no, I'm totally kidding, Cody. I hope you enjoyed those wings. I think I'm gonna be right behind you here in like an hour and a half. Let me tell you. So I don't want to get anybody's hopes up, but I was supposed to have a special guest on tonight who said that they were running late. I don't know if they're coming at this point, but hey, maybe. Maybe. I can't use my phone because of the gloves, but they might have texted me. Hang on. You guys ever use the nose trick? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, there you go. Woo! Nothing. Hang on. Okay, no, nothing. Sometimes you gotta swipe with your nose. Sometimes you just gotta do that. And look at this. Lorenzo is from Italy. We got a lot of people from all over the world just hanging out on this one stream for Halloween. That's great stuff. How is Halloween in the UK? How is Halloween in Italy? I want to know. Throw it out there for those of us who are in different parts of the world. I'm curious. I'm sure it's like it's similar, right? But not exactly the same. I don't know. Like what goes on in Italy. I'm just curious. I've never been to Italy on Halloween. I just want to know. I bet most of us here in the chat haven't. Terrifier fan, #art, is saying, yo, sup, Jake? Won't be here for long, but a lot of people liked my Art the Clown costume. Good. Very good, my friend. What's up? What's up, dog? How's it going? Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm glad everyone liked your costume a bunch. Makes me excited. 44-4G is saying, hey, Jake, happy Halloween. Happy Halloween, dog. Welcome in. I love the Charlie Brown Terrifier thing. I say it every time, but God, I really like it. Sick artwork, dog. Flesh suit man. I guess all of us are flesh suits, aren't we? Getting real philosophical on the stream tonight. Saying, watch Satan's Little Helper for Halloween. We were talking about this on the last stream. I had never seen it before. Never seen Satan's Little Helper. So I might have to put this one on. This is one I have not seen. So rock on, flesh suit man. I'm adding it to the list. And speaking of which, thank you for the 2. Kind of forgot about the poll, because I've just been so excited talking. So at 19%, we have Hellfest. Another 19% for House of a Thousand Corpses. 22% for Pumpkinhead. And a whopping 41% for Halloween Kills in the poll. Well, might have to watch that. Might have to put that on tonight. It went down to 40% right at the last minute. Okay. Rock on. 54 votes. Not bad, not bad. Okay. You know what? Halloween Kills, dude. It rocks. I'm here for it. Let's put that on. Let's see what's up. Dev Envter is saying, do you guys know about Final Destination 6? I know a little bit. I know about the cast, I know about the director. It was co-written by Guy Busick, who wrote the last couple Scream films. So we have a little bit of knowledge on this movie. I am sweating out of every pore in my body right now. So let me just put on a different hat at the very least. Look how bad this hair's coming in, by the way. Doesn't that look rough? There you go. That's the only tease you get at it. Little Ghostface, but he's a Chipotle worker. That's my new costume now. We're gonna be evolving throughout we're gonna be evolving costumes throughout the stream. It's getting weird. Dev is saying, did you guys know about Final Destination 6 though? Yeah, I'm excited. Love Final Destination so much. I'm just a little worried about the fact that we got like a cast of, I don't want to say a cast of nobodies. That's not the right way. That's not the right way to word this. But it is people who are just, like little not as popular as others, That's my thing that has me worried. Final Destination used to be led by, some bigger names. If it's Devon Sawa, if it's Mary Elizabeth Winstead. I know there's more. It's just totally slipping me. So it just has me a little worried. It seems like this one's going to be a little lower budget. And there's nothing wrong with a low budget for a horror flick, but when it comes to a continuation to a franchise, I think that's a different story, right? It's typically a little different. Like when Hellraiser went to direct to video, right? So the quality also dips on top of the budget at a certain point. So I'm not saying that it's going to be bad, but I just don't have the highest of hopes. I hope it rocks, though. I hope I'm dead wrong. I always hope I'm dead wrong about movies sucking. That's my thing. I'm rooting for movies before I even see them. I always am, but sometimes you gotta connect pieces. You gotta connect puzzle pieces and be like, well, this kind of feels like a different situation from the past, and history repeats itself. Villain Killin' Dylan is saying, hey, Jake, when I heard the news that the Wayans Bros are returning to Scary Movie, my first instinct was, shit, son. You know what? I hope you did exactly that when when the news broke. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of in the same boat. I don't even think I would be interested in a scary movie if the Wayans were not attached. I've had I've really had a love-hate relationship with those movies for a long time. I loved them as a kid. As I got older, I'm kind of like, I don't know if I like this anymore. And now I'm kind of like, okay, that's funny. I'm gonna stop being such a butthole. But I enjoy them now. They're very fun. They're very fun movies. I just realized we have a guest. I did not realize that. What's up, man? How you doing? I see you're backstage. I'm so sorry. I've been just yapping away up here. Didn't even notice. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome Marcus McGill. He is a producer on Terrifier 2, as well as some other various projects that I'm sure we're going to get into here. So welcome in. Give him a big happy Halloween. What's up, Marcus?
Hey, what's up, brother? Sorry for my tardiness. Had
It's
to
all
go
good.
see the dentist today. So,
How are your teeth?
gotta have a root canal, so that's not fun.
Ooh, that's not good at all, dude. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yep. But
Well-
all is well. All is well.
All is well. That's fantastic to hear, dog. Well, let me ask you, Marcus. So you're a producer on Terrifier 2. Are there any other projects that you're really excited to talk about or get into?
Yeah, man. I got a couple of things spinning on the turntable. So I have a project. They might kill me for this, but I'll share it anyway. We have a project called Envy that will be going into principal photography in the spring of 2025 to have it
Ooh.
out by the fall. It's a Southern Gothic horror, kind of along the lines of like Bones and All with Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I like to don it as a cannibal love story, so to speak.
Nice.
So yeah, we're trying to go for some heavy hitters with that one. So that project is coming along well. And then I have a project called Scissormouth, where basically, long story short, it's a teenage killer whose mom was abusive to her.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so that's coming along together as well. And then outside of horror, I got a couple Christmas movies that I'm actually going to be producing. So
Hey, man, it sells. Christmas movies are always popular.
yeah. Hey, Hallmark cuts checks like everybody else. So
Exactly, dude. There you go. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
I know you're working on that Mirror short film.
Yes.
That's also a gothic horror. How's
Yes.
everything going with that?
Yes, I forgot to mention that one actually. That one we are filming at the end of November. Again, it's kind of like what we shared with you on the show before, like a proof of concept for a future feature that Drew Phillips already had written.
Nice.
And yeah, man, I'm excited about that project. It's like we said, it's a proof of concept that we're shooting right before Thanksgiving, and hopefully it'll entice some people to help us create the feature film and
Nice.
flesh it out more. So yeah, I'm super excited with that. Doing that one with director writer Drew Phillips, Montavious Parker of the Empty Crypt
Oh yeah.
channel, and Jonah Davis from Terrifier 2, Power Book 2, Ghost, and several other shows that he's been in. He's been in the game for a minute, so working with those guys, we like to call ourselves the Four Horsemen. Yeah, things. Of course, Gambit being my favorite X-Men, I'm Death of the group. So,
there you
yeah,
go.
man, we're having fun with that one, man, and we hope that you all will enjoy it when we drop it.
Yeah, man, I can't wait to see it. I'm excited. It was nice having you guys all on. What was that, like almost a month ago now, right?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, it was nice talking about that, man. I'm so happy you guys got funded, and I can't wait to see the short when it drops, dude. It's exciting
Man,
stuff.
we appreciate you for that, man, because you helped us out with that to get the word out, and like you said, we got funded, and yeah, it's working out.
Nice, exciting stuff, dude. Now, Marcus, real quick, I got a super chat that I want to say hello to Jack Dickerson here. What's up, dog? Saying, hey, Jake, love your content. I'm from England. Love to see it. We got a lot of friends from the UK in here tonight, which is sick. Jack, thank you so much for your support. Much love to you too as well, my friend. But Marcus, I want to ask you, because it is Halloween, so we've been talking a lot tonight about what movies to put on. Oh, and look at that! Look, you already got an answer. You know exactly where I'm going. What movie should everyone put on tonight? Stream.
Yeah, if you got access to Amazon Prime, Apple TV, and Fandango, Vudu, check out Stream. It's behind the same team from Terrifier. The Fuzz on the Lens guys, Phil Falcone, Damian Leone, did the special effects for it. It's a fun ride. Definitely gory. Not
Oh yeah.
as gory as Terrifier 2, but definitely gory. Uh, yeah, it's a fun ride. You guys will enjoy it. Some people are calling it the Avengers of horror because of our all-star ensemble cast, and yeah.
And it is a ton of fun. I've seen it a couple times now, and I think my thing about it is every single star in this movie is like somebody from another big B horror movie that you've seen. Like, I mean, it is just like this crazy Easter egg hunt. You can just go through that movie and be like, oh my god, like look at all these people are stars from some other gigantic horror classic, which is nuts. And everyone gives a great performance. It's got some awesome kills from Damian Leone, and I love it. It's awesome, dude. So I really enjoyed the work you guys did on that one.
Appreciate it. Yeah, man, that was probably one of the funnest shoots that I ever had because I was fresh out of the hospital from having COVID. I was in the hospital for 2 months. They induced me in a coma and everything. I had to learn how to walk and all of that stuff again. So that was scary. But when I got on set in Gettysburg for Stream, man, it was just like family environment. We had fun. They looked after me. Didn't allow me to do too much since I was, recovering. But yeah, man, just working with the Fuzz on the Lens guys is always fun to work with filmmakers who are fans first, because they understand what the audience want. They're viewing it, they're creating the projects as if they were, our fans and what they want to see. And now that because of the pandemic, the MPAA is taking a gamble on independent horror now these days and allowing them to be as creative as they want to be, without forcing them to cut things out as much, So, yeah, we're having a ball with it, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's really because of all of you guys that we're seeing this big change in cinema, which is nuts. I mean, with Terrifier 3 making so much, and then of course, Stream got a theatrical release, Terrifier 2 got a theatrical release. It's really nuts to see, and I'm excited to see what else comes from it. What other filmmakers can arise and make these unrated horror films that end up grossing some big profits. It's exciting stuff. I can't wait to see what comes next for the rest of the decade in horror, man.
Yeah, same here. Like I was in a group yesterday, a Q&A with the filmmakers behind that Hugh Grant movie that's coming out next week, Heritage.
Yeah.
And man, the stuff that they shared about that project, I was like, see, this is what I love about filmmaking. Even though they're backed by A24, it's still relatively low budget, and independent almost. And just the secrets that they shared, man, I was like, this is what I love about the horror genre and independent filmmakers, man. It's just like we're finally able to just put out stuff that we love, and really show our passion and creativity for it. And it's not the machine that has been taken over the past, decade, where it's the same stuff, rinse, copy, repeat, or I got it backwards, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But, not to throw other studios and stuff under the rug, but, stuff is stale, when you get all that money to produce a major project and stuff. And yeah, man, I just love where the genre is going now,
for sure.
It's like what we grew up on,
Precisely. Yeah. I mean, the 80s, you go back and look at that time period and it was just like, why did it work? Why is it considered the golden age of horror? And it's because you had so much more experimentation and not everything was so cookie cutter, like how it kind of was for the past like 10 years or so. Now the 2020s, it's really tough to make that argument about today's space of horror. But yeah, I mean, 10 years ago, it just kind of felt like everything was the same. It's being pumped out of the machine, or maybe some creatives are being watered down because it's like, well, if you get that PG-13 rating, you'll make more money, more people, more butts and seats and all that. But now, that has completely been thrown out the window. Again, it's so exciting to see what's going to come next. Whose big project is coming out next that's going to be unrated and blow people's faces off. I can't wait for it.
Man, look what The Substance did. Like, not too many. I'm shocked at how many people aren't talking about that film more. Like, to me, The Substance is like one of the best films, not just best horror films, but best film of 2024. Like, that film was phenomenal, man. And I'm just like, dude, this is what we need for everybody right now, with the changes that are being made in Hollywood, studios and filmmakers leaving California and moving to Vegas and like me, I moved to Vegas. And then Atlanta is taking over now, with Marvel Studios being down there and stuff, and more independent studios moving out there. So I'm loving the shakeup right now. And stuff comes in cycles, so we don't know how long this may last, but damn sure going to take advantage of it and enjoy it. So,
Absolutely, man. That's great to hear, and I love the praise for the substance, because I would also agree. I think that's one of the best horror films of the year, and it's, dude,
right?
it might be one of the best just body horror movies in general. I mean,
Right?
that blew me away. I was
Right?
so upset in the best way after
Yes.
watching that film.
Yes. Yes. I mean, it oh man, like Demi Moore, and I forgot the other actress name that played the younger version of her.
Margaret Qualley.
Yes. They just the subtle choices that they made to show how they were just mentally losing it and becoming more and more unhinged was just pure brilliance, man. Like, I grew up on Demi Moore, and so just seeing her tackle a role like this, I was just like, wow. Like, if she doesn't get an award for her performance, like at least nominated, like something is wrong with the system, because that was phenomenal, man. That movie was it just made you feel uneasy, but just pulled into the world, and just seeing the extreme that people will go just to stay relevant,
Yeah.
And then at the same time, to me, it was almost kind of like a modern day The Fly, almost.
Yeah.
If you look at it, like the parallels between the two films are almost identical, So yeah.
That must be why it's one of my favorites of the year. The Fly from '86. That's like my favorite horror movie of all time. Like, I love it. It's a perfect movie. It's so nasty. The crazy dialogue. I don't know. I could watch it a million more times.
Mhm.
Marcus, we do have some questions from the audience though that I wanted to throw out there. Are you a fan of Hostel by any chance? You are
Love
in
the first
Vegas.
Love the first two. After that, it just kind of went off the rails. But the first two was definitely fun. Yeah, love the Hustle films. Well, the first one. Yeah.
So you don't like the Vegas one? That's pretty funny.
Yeah, no, because the first two, man, it was just an interesting concept, and then it made you ponder, like, are there rich people like this in the dark corners of the world that do stuff like this? Kind of like a Serbian film almost. Like the Serbian film was like, it's not as bad as people make it out to be, except for two scenes. And everybody knows which two scenes I'm talking about. So the newborn and then the end scene. And so, but it makes you wonder, like, man, does this stuff really happen? Like, where did these people come up with this stuff? So yeah.
Hopefully not from personal experience. It's
Right?
like that's horrifying to think about.
Exactly.
No, but dude, I totally agree. Love these first two Hostel movies so much. I've actually heard the take that the sequel is better. I think my thing about that, I think the sequel is directed better, but I think I like the first one a little more. But do you have a favorite Hostel movie perchance?
The first one definitely, like, story wise, the concept, it was just, to me, it was like something different from what he's done prior to that. Because Cabin Fever came out first, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so like going from Cabin Fever and his other work, I was like, man, this is crazy. And I'm like, as a man though, like, imagine taking a guy trip with your boys and stuff like that, and you're meeting these beautiful European women. Like, you don't know what you're walking into. You really don't. So just even that concept of it, like, it's just like, man, this movie is brilliant. Yeah, so the first one definitely. And like you said, the second one was directed better, but it was just lacking, a little something as far as the story is concerned. But I love the twist of the lead actress being someone with money too, and she fought back. Yeah, she fought back.
The ending of that movie is insane, dude.
Right?
Oh my god.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then, with the first film, you can't leave out the eye. The eye is like one of the best. I was like, everybody in the theater was like, what the hell? like when it comes to eye stuff, man, that's the one thing that creeps me out. So.
The Achilles heel scene in that one is what, like, I'm like, oh god, I want to throw up when I see that.
Yeah,
so
that got me. And the Achilles scene in House of Wax 2005 got me too.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, that's brutal, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god! But great question from Scream and Ice Cream for sure. I love it. I love it. Do you have anything else? Like, is there like a classic Halloween film that you're putting on tonight, or like, do you have any horror movie watches that you're looking at here in the today?
So I finally watched VHS Beyond,
Nice.
and I have to say I'm gonna probably watch it again tonight. It is definitely like I'm torn between Beyond and the first one being my favorite of the franchise. Like from because after the second VHS it started going downhill a little bit. Like you had some
Yeah.
good segments in the other ones here and there, but as far as like a complete film, the first one and the second one and Beyond are superior by far. But Beyond, man, was just from beginning to end. I was like, oh my god, this movie is amazing, dude. It was so fun, and being someone who's afraid of heights and like terrified and had nightmares about skydiving, that skydiving segment, I was like sitting there like, what the hell, dude? Like what the hell? I was like freaking out the whole time. Like my anxiety was like kicking in a little bit. So yeah, VHS and probably I gotta go back to the classic. The Howling is my all-time favorite film.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love The Howling, and that's when I first fell in love with Dee Wallace being my favorite scream queen. And I tell her that every
Nice.
time that I bump into her. Like, you are my number one scream queen, And she's such a sweetheart, man. She is so nice. And
Yeah, she's in Stream for a little bit, right?
yep, yep. She's in Stream, and she's just super cool. She's, being where she is in her career and her age and everything, she's definitely that elder stateswoman, on set, but she's just like easy approachable, easy to talk to, fun to trip out with, yeah, she's great, man. She's great.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. I haven't watched The Howling in forever. Man, that might be another one I put on tonight. I got the 4K and everything on the shelf
Yeah.
back there. It's been a minute. That's a good one though.
That's what made me fall in love with the whole werewolf lore, and I got into Greek mythology and knowing about what Zeus did to like Canaan and his sons and stuff. So from that moment, from The Howling on, like my ultimate dream is to work on a werewolf film. That's my
Oh
ultimate
hell
dream.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, rock on, Marcus. I hope you get to fulfill that dream one day. I would love a from your guys' team. I would love a werewolf movie. That'd be awesome. Oh my god. The Ghoul School is my friend Jacob, by the way. Hello. How's it hanging?
Hey,
How's it
Jacob.
hanging? Saying question for Marcus: which David Howard Thornton character would win in a fight? Art the Clown, Screamboat Willie, Mean One, or his killer in Stream?
I'll throw a monkey wrench in there and say the Joker, since he's played the Joker in the fan film, just
Ooh.
because he's just exceptionally smart. But out of these, I would say Art, being that he's a supernatural entity. You know what I mean? So I would give him that because it's just he's damn near impossible to kill. And we don't know where Damien is going to take it with the next one. So
Yeah.
we shall see. But definitely out of this list, I would say Art.
I would agree. Yeah, I mean, from what we know about Art, he just seems unstoppable. Dude gets his
Right.
head chopped off and he goes and picks it back up. I don't I don't know. How do you stop this guy? But I did love his killer in Stream, dude. He was a major
Player
standout.
two. Yeah, Player two.
I won't spoil it, but there's a kill that he gets with Player 3 that is just like an all timer for me personally, and I
Yes.
really enjoyed that sequence for sure.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
So that's exciting. We also have Screamboat Willie, or just Screamboat, coming up soon here. I'm excited to see what this is all about. It's kind of Marcus, correct me if I'm wrong here, but were you on that project?
No, unfortunately, I wasn't. But I always support those guys with Fuzz on the Lens. Like I said, they gave me my start. Between them, Damian Leone and Phil Falcone, I wouldn't be in this industry if it wasn't for them. So I'm eternally grateful for those guys. So anytime those guys got something, I'm gonna support it and promote it. Out the yin yang for them. So
Hell yeah! Well, it's exciting. I'm excited to see what that ends up all being about. Very good stuff there. Do you have a favorite? By the way, we have a lot of people throwing out their favorite segments from VHS Beyond. Did you have a favorite in that one?
The
Like the
stork,
skydiving?
or no, the stork story, the first story in that house, because it reminded me so much of a combination of Doom meets Resident Evil meets almost kind of Left 4 Dead almost. You know,
Nice.
like those three combined into one.
Oh
And
yeah.
just the design of the stork and the zombies and the babies, anything with like dead babies and killer babies and stuff is. That's why I love Dawn of the Dead 2004 so much, just for that one scene with the zombie baby. Uh, it's just it was a fun story, and the music and the tension. It was awesome. That was my favorite one. Yeah.
That one was really creative. I did not think it
Mhm.
would go to the places that it did. And I don't know, have you ever seen Thanksgiving before, like the Killer Turkey movie?
I seen bits and pieces of it, not all the way through, but it was just like I was like, this is interesting. you know?
That's the
Yeah.
same director, the same guy that made that movie, made that Stork
Really?
segment. Yeah,
Oh
and
wow.
so that was my only frame, really my only frame of reference for going into that short. And I'm like,
Yeah.
this beats that out by like a country mile. That's crazy.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
Jordan Downey did an excellent job with that segment. That's
Oh
probably one of my
wow.
favorite VHSs for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome, dude. And yeah, I don't know. It just blew me away. I personally, I really love every VHS entry, even the bad ones, and I can't wait for an 8th installment next year. Do you have any?
Yeah.
Do you have a wish list for the directors on the eighth one?
So I would love for them to kind of like tie back the overarching story of the franchise, like who's truly behind starting the concept of the VHS tapes and how it possesses the people. Like they kind of hinted at it in which one was it? 94? I think it was 94. With the cult. But I want to dive more into it. You know what I mean? I want to know more about that, especially the segment where the guy is chasing the van because he thought his girlfriend was kidnapped. Uh,
Yeah,
so I want to know more about who's behind it all. Um, and then I wouldn't mind them doing like what they did with Beyond, where Beyond was all segments were about aliens. So I was like, okay, you could do that for the other ones where the overarching story is about something, whether it's zombies or vampires or whatever. Like try to keep them all in sync. Like they
yeah.
did with Beyond. So I like that. Yeah, and I wouldn't mind another feature being made from one of the segments. So kind of like how Siren was made into a feature based off of the first short in the original, and they did one about the kids. I forgot which VHS it was where the kids had the
Kids versus
alien attack.
aliens
Yeah,
or
yeah, the
whatever.
kids.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet, but I read up on it, so I want to check it out to see if it's like in the same tone as the short.
Dude,
So
I was blown away by that one, honestly. Like
really, so it's good.
Siren's, yeah, Siren's good, but that Kids
Yeah,
versus
yeah,
Aliens movie, dude, it's surprisingly fantastic. Like I was like, wow, you go off of like a VHS short, you know what I mean? It's just like a little short. It's basically they're just fun little bite-sized shorts. They're fun for what they are, but I don't know if I would go out of my way to say like any of them are like blow your mind, like groundbreaking. But
hmm
what they did with that short to flesh it out to a feature, it's like it's got some like emotional moments. It's really brutal. I don't know, man. I think they took that story and just built it into something really fantastic with that full feature. If you guys haven't seen Kids versus Aliens, I could not recommend it enough. It's like it's a big hidden gem in my opinion.
I might have to check that one out tonight. Then, yeah, because I want to see that one.
It's very good. No, very
Yeah.
good stuff for sure.
My dream though is to work with Hannah Fearman from Siren in that first segment of like I've talked to her a couple of times on Instagram, but yeah, I would love to work with her, man, because she's a director too.
Oh,
And
nice.
yeah, yeah. So I was like, I would love to like collaborate with something on with her.
Dude, she would be a great werewolf.
Yeah, like her look is just she's a beautiful woman, but like her eyes are so expressive. Kind of like Kristen Milioti playing Sophia on Penguin, where her
Oh, okay.
eyes tell the whole story.
Yeah,
Like
yes,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Have you been watching The Penguin? I got through the
Oh yeah,
first episode and I dropped it. I haven't come back to it.
dude.
I need to finish it. It's very good.
Each episode gets better than the previous one, so it's probably the best thing on TV right now. Yeah,
Wow. Okay.
yeah,
Okay. That's some high praise, man. I like it. I
yeah,
like it,
yeah.
dude. Very good. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that one out for sure. I'm curious. What is Ty saying here? He's saying I want a supernatural VHS movie with stuff like Bloody Mary or Ouija
Yeah.
boards fortune reading, stuff like that. Do you have a theme that you're like, oh, that's what they should do for the next VHS? It kind of seems like that's the route that they're going with the last 4 all having like some sort of theme.
Yeah. Like, what was the one segment where I think the country was India or Malaysia? One where the camera crew went to the cult headquarters.
Yeah.
And the one guy had all the kids and all the wives and stuff like that. I would love something more of that along with the Ouija boards and like worshiping, some type of entity or something. Like they hinted at that in several segments, but they kind of like dropped the ball like halfway through. That segment was done so well. I was like, based off of what Ty just said, I was like, I would love to have more of that along these lines of what Ty said,
That would be very cool. That is commonly cited as one of the best VHS segments too. So like to kind of build off of that, it makes sense. A lot of people really like that one. I love it. It's great. I love the cult atmosphere of it, the creature design, a lot of creepy visuals in that one. I think it's one of the scariest ones too, for sure.
Yeah, because you have the creature with the big old footsteps, and then he just comes up to the dude and calls him dad. Like I was like, man, that's crazy, yo.
It's creepy. It's weird. Oh god, I love it so much, man. We got Josh Petrino hanging out with us too, saying Happy Halloween. What's up? Safe Haven. Yes, that is the segment. I love that one. I think that might be my favorite from VHS too, which is just chock full of excellent segments for sure. But that one's good.
That one and the zombie one, the guy in the woods.
Yes.
Yeah. The zombie one was good. Yeah.
Love the zombie one for sure. No, that one absolutely rocks. I really like Flesh Suit Man's idea. VHS should do a spin-off called just live streams. Like that could be a theme. I don't mind that. That could be fun. Did you ever see Spree or Deadstream, either of these movies?
Love Spree. Spree is like a hidden jewel, man. Like I just happened to catch that on Hulu one day, and I was like, because I like that actor from Stranger Things. I like
Joe
him
Keery,
yeah. And so when I saw that he did Spree, I was like, what is this? Like I had seen the poster and I didn't know it was out yet. And I was watching Sons of Anarchy on Hulu and it popped up. And I was like, okay, let me click on it. And I loved every second of it. I love every second of it. So I wouldn't mind a VHS, like if they did a collaboration with the people from Unfriended or Host. Because I was a big fan of Host. Yeah, I loved Host. So yeah, I would love a VHS in vein of that. Yeah.
Oh, I could totally see that director too doing a VHS segment. That would be fun because Host was it's a 60-minute little movie and it's terrifying from start to finish in my opinion.
I even 60 minutes. It's like exactly like 45 because of Zoom. Zoom free membership cuts you off at like 45 minutes.
Okay, shit. Yeah, I know it's quick. Like it goes by so fast. You're just like, whoa, that's it? No way. And it's great. I don't know. It's excellent. It's an excellent little movie. I really enjoy it. Would love to see him do a just like a 15-20 minute VHS segment. That'd be cool. But Spree is another great one though, for sure. If you guys haven't seen that movie, that's an excellent like modern found footage that is basically just a one long insane live stream with this guy going on a murder spree, and it is so much fun, so unique. Joe Keery gives a great performance. It's upsetting. It's upsetting and dark.
Arquette is in it. David Arquette and
Dewey.
The one actress from Agatha All Along is in it. She plays one of the witches. Yeah.
Isn't she on SNL too, or am I thinking of somebody else?
I don't know, man. I haven't watched SNL in so long.
Dude, me too, man.
It fell off, and it kind of fell off like after early 2000s. It kind of fell off.
Yeah, it hasn't been the same, unfortunately, man. Yeah. But Erica just gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much, Erica. Really do appreciate the support there. That's going to Melissa, the Ghoul School, Lighting Ghost, Ben, and Queric V. Well, welcome to the fold, everybody. Welcome to the Killjoy cult. Sip up on the Kool-Aid. It's delicious. Nothing else in it, I promise. Kidding, of course. Josh is also recommending Creep. Have you ever seen this one, Marcus?
Creep 1 and 2, love it. And now they're turning he's coming back to do a series now, I think.
That's coming out in a couple weeks, dude.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one, man. Like, even though 2 wasn't as good as the first one, it was still a good film to me. So yeah, I'm excited for the series.
For sure, for sure. I love those first two movies. I do agree. I think the first one's the best, but two does have its moments. I can't wait to see what they do with the series. It sounds like every episode is going to be like a different person that the guy's going after.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see. It's basically like 6 new movies. Like 6 mini movies in the franchise.
Yeah.
So, I'm hyped to see where this one goes. I actually have a big video coming out on the Creep franchise too sometime soon, and I can't wait. I can't wait to dive into it. It's a fun one. Do you like found footage, Marcus? Like, do you like a lot of found footage movies?
Yes and no, if it's done well. Like, I know this may be blasphemous to a lot of people. I was never really a fan of Blair Witch like that. Like, to me, I like the idea of it. I just felt I couldn't really like get into it. But there are some other found footage films that I was like, man, this is just amazing. This is brilliant, dude. Like how they execute it. And like even with like what we were talking about with the Stork segment in VHS Beyond, like, it was just the way it's done in those POV shots, and I was like, this is how you do it, bro. And you keep that tension going, and even though they amped up the speed, the frame, still I was like, that's how you do it. That's exactly how you execute it. So yeah, I would say yes, depending on the filmmakers and how they execute it. So
I'm about to get into this movie called Willow Creek, which is like, it's a Bigfoot found footage movie. I have heard a lot of very high praise about it, which is why I'm like, I want to throw it out there. I was wondering if you had seen it or not, because
I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it yet. Yeah.
I'm excited to get into it though. I've heard me personally, I'm right there with you, Marcus. I love found footage when it's done well. When it's done well, it just like, I think it can be scarier than most things. But I'm excited to watch this one because I've heard very good things about it. And I honestly had never heard of it until very recently. I just picked it up at a convention, and I can't wait to get into it. Josh was actually one of the people who was like, dude, like that one's so good. It's terrifying. So I can't wait to get into it for sure.
I'm writing that down now. Yeah. Okay.
And Marcus, I'm kind of right there with you about Blair Witch, which is it's probably my biggest horror hot take. Like I've just never been crazy about that one either. I think if I had been there in the theater in 1999 and saw it thinking it was real, like maybe it would have terrified me. But I don't know. Watching it today, it just doesn't do it for me. Like, is there anything in particular about that one that doesn't work for you?
It was just because I did see it in the theater. It was just the pacing of it. Like, I like the idea that they marketed it as if this really happened. I love that. I thought that was brilliant of it. But it was just like the pacing of it just was like, I know like they were going for it, this being the actual found footage and this is exactly what happened. But I was like, yeah, I would say like 20 minutes in, I was like, yeah, this ain't real. This isn't real. And again, this might be a blasphemous statement, but I actually enjoy Book of Shadows more.
Yeah.
Especially because of what's his name? Jeffrey, what's the actor's name from Burn Notice? He was the lead in Book of Shadows. Can't think of his name right now. But I've always liked him as an actor, and he was my favorite thing about Book of Shadows, And then it just had that, even though it was like, low budget, and I don't even think it got a theatrical release. I think it went straight to cable or DVD or something like that. It was just a fun movie to me, compared to the first one. So, yeah.
I have such a weird take on that franchise. I think it just gets better with every entry, which is maybe such a hot. I really liked the 2016 one. Like, it's more of like a modern found footage where it's like you get to see the monster at the end and stuff. But
yeah.
That is the most terrifying. The ending of that 2016 film is the most terrified I have been by all 3 of those movies. Like that, I don't know. There's something about that chase scene at the end that is so scary. And
that chase scene was.
That monster is like creepy, dude. When you finally get to see it, I don't know.
Yeah.
Ugh, haunts my nightmares, man.
Yeah. What's your take on remakes though? Like remaking classics, horror classics?
If you have a good reason to do it, do it. If you don't, and you're just doing it because it's a classic horror movie, then there's no point to remake it. I really think a remake just entails like you have to put your own spin on it. You have to put something fresh to it that maybe wasn't there in the original. We have Mike Flanagan saying almost word for word that about his take on The Exorcist, which is coming out soon, and I'm actually excited for that one. But we have reboots and like I Know You Did Last Summer, Final Destination coming out, and I just feel I'm like, I don't know if they're gonna offer anything new. I need to see something fresh if you're gonna do a continuation or
Yeah.
remake, reboot, whatever.
Agreed. And that's why, I mean, I'm like, there's some classics that I would love to see a remake to with today's technology, like Critters. I would love a
Oh
remake
yeah.
of Critters, you know, because especially with like how well Beyond is doing, you know what I mean? With those
Yeah.
movies, I was like, dude, Critters would be perfect in today's time, you
Dude,
know what I mean? So, yeah.
I've seen a Critters fan film that's like fantastic. Like it's like it looks better than some of the old movies. It's like, oh
Oh,
my
wow.
god, like I can't even. They clearly had like a budget, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They clearly had a budget to make all the puppets and stuff, but like they look fantastic because you're using modern technology over stuff that was like from 40 years ago now. So I mean, I couldn't agree more. I would love another Critters. At some point, that would be great. I still haven't seen. There was like a Critters Attack or something. Did you ever see that one? It was like a couple years ago or something. I never saw it. I never checked that one out.
I saw like a trailer on YouTube like years ago, but then I never looked back into it. I think the last one I may have seen was the one with DiCaprio. What was that, 4? I think
Yeah, one of the later ones. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
might
like
have
his
been
first
one of
movie,
them.
isn't it?
Yep. Yeah.
That's
Yep.
wild. That's insane.
Yep.
How do you start there? That's nuts. So, Marcus, I know you were in the stream the other night and you were talking about some of your favorite like directors who are making remakes. Like, what is your favorite horror remake of all time?
So I'm torn between Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003 because I actually love that more than the original, and I know people hate that, but I just think Marcus Nipspo did a phenomenal job with that film. Plus, I felt like the Hewitts were more intimidating than the Sawyers.
Yeah.
I love Dawn of the Dead, Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead, 2004. And I love Friday the 13th, 2009, The Killer Cut.
So
Yep,
you
love-
like those like thousands remakes. That's kind of like that's your jam. Yeah, those rock, dude. I
Now,
love
if you
all
really
those.
want to go all the way back, John Carpenter may argue, some people may argue, saying that The Thing isn't a remake of the original 50s, The Thing from Another Planet. The Thing, hands down, Carpenter's The Thing, hands down, if you consider it a remake, is hands down the greatest remake ever. So,
Yeah. I mean, no argument there, dude. It's so good. It's so good, and I like the original. Like, I have seen like the old school one, the black and white movie. It's cool. I like it. I think the ending is especially really, really effective. But yeah, the John Carpenter movie, dude. I mean, it just blows it out of the water. Those practical effects are amazing. It's so much scarier. And it's not. That's the thing about the thing that gets overlooked a lot. It's not just the practical effects. Like, those are great, don't get me wrong, but it's also that like claustrophobia, that idea that these characters are doomed, like basically from the moment it starts to the ending. That to me is the most terrifying thing about that movie,
Now, I don't know if you ever watched, like, I think it was CSI. I can't remember which one it was, whether it was New York, Vegas, or Miami, where this particular writer and director for the episode, long before they did it with Charlize Theron in Fast and the Furious, he said he was inspired by Christine so much that was like one of his all-time favorite Stephen King books and favorite horror movies, where his episode had a serial killer who hacked into cars and he was killing people, with the technology in the cars. So he was like, that was his remake to Christine. And that episode was done so well that it was like, dude was like literally unhinged. And I was like, would Christine work today? With the Teslas that we have today and the Cybertrucks and all the EVs that we have today. I was like, would a remake to Christine work today? And I personally, I think it would,
I like that idea though, doing Christine, but yeah, it's more technology focused horror. See, like that to
rather
me,
than supernatural, yeah.
Right. That to me is like a remake I would be down to see, because again, you're taking that down a different path. It's almost like you can't even compare it to the original. It's just like, it's a similar story, but it has a totally new message. Maybe, maybe you're talking about something else. You have a different source of the horror too. You know, like that's a whole new path to take it down. I would be so into that. I would be so down to watch that.
Yeah.
No, for sure. Rick's Rookies, I could not read that for some reason, saying, Marcus, awesome to have you on. Demons at Dawn was awesome.
Oh yeah, man. My buddy did that one, and I came on. I think I was an AP on that one. But yeah, that was a fun project, man.
What's this one all about? Demons at Dawn. I don't think I've heard of this
Well,
one.
I didn't actually work on it on the set. I just backed it because I supported the filmmaker. But shoot, I'm trying to remember when was the last time that I seen that movie. I think I saw it when I first came out. Shoot, I can't tell you too much about it because I actually forgot about it. He's gonna be mad at me though.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. It's cool though, nonetheless. Good stuff. Good stuff. Josh is saying if Christine had that element, it would be it would kind of have that Child's Play vibe where Bucky started using Bluetooth and Wi-Fi to control other, or yep. Chucky, you mean? Yeah, I have mixed feelings about the Child's Play remake though.
So I was for it, and the one thing that I would have done differently that I think would have made the movie better, like I was okay with it the way that it was. But what I would have had done differently was instead of the warehouse worker who wrote the corrupted code just be some random dude that offed himself just because he was unhappy. Make that Charles Lee Ray, and have Charles Lee Ray as the hacker, and he's the one doing it like that. That's what I would have done differently. Like leaving Charles out completely was the biggest crime of the film.
Yeah. Wow, yeah. I never even thought about it like that. That's really interesting because then you could have you still have a serial killer. He's just going about it differently. It's not voodoo this time. He's like into tech. That's really interesting. Okay, I love that Josh is like might as well have been Bucky. I even read it. I read it that way too. I knew exactly what you were talking about, and I almost thought you said like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and I'm like, we're just getting into. I don't even know what we're talking about at this point. No,
I thought you were saying Bucky from like Marvel or something.
Yeah. We got like an arm that's getting hacked into or something. We're coming up with some crazy ideas. Get us in a conference room or something. Oh my god. This is a really good, a very underrated remake in my opinion. Have you ever seen the Slumber Party Massacre remake?
No, they did a remake to Slumber Party Massacre?
Dude, yeah, and no one knows about it. It's pretty good. Like, it's not bad. It is totally worth a watch.
Because, as an 80s baby, man, we used to sneak and watch those type of horror films back in the day. So, I love the first two Slumber Party Massacres, man. So I got to check that one out. It's on Sift. Okay, I'll look that one up.
It's like sci-fi. It's like Sci-Fi did a remake of it. I'm not crazy about there's a lot of modern remakes that just don't do it for me personally, but this one was it was really fun, not talked about enough, and I think captures the spirit of the original in a modern way for sure. But
oh sweet, I gotta check that one out, man.
Totally worth your time. Did not get enough praise on that one, I think, for sure. Dude, Lighting Ghost, thank you for the $2. I have not seen this show yet, and I've been dying to check it out. Marcus, you were talking about watching a little bit of TV. Have you seen Yellow Jackets, this show?
I saw the first season. I want to catch up on the rest, man, and I love what I saw. And I just got busy with, working on projects and stuff that I didn't get to finish the show. But I definitely enjoyed that first season, man. I was like, man, this is crazy. These women are crazy, dude. So yeah. Is it done or are they bringing it back another season? What?
I'm not 100% sure. I unfortunately have not seen it. I've talked about it so many times because there's a lot of actresses on the show that I'm particularly a big fan of. So I want to sit down and watch it, but I have not. I don't even know what it's about. I've seen people talk about it. That's about it. But would love to get into this show for sure. What is it like? Sophie Thatcher. What's her name from Scream? Jasmine Savoy Brown, I think.
Jasmine Savoy Brown. Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to get into this show. I just have not given it a chance yet, unfortunately. But it's good though, from what you've seen.
Yes, yeah, that first season was crazy, man. And I heard it just gets worse after that, in a good way.
That's how we like it, man. That's how we like it for sure.
And I got to meet Christina Ricci a couple years ago, man, and she's sweet. She's really nice. Yeah.
Oh no way, dude. That's awesome. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, I'm so jealous. She's awesome. She rocks, dude. But Lighting Ghost, thank you for the $2. Really do appreciate your support. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. And again, welcome to the memberships. I appreciate that again from Erica. I also wanted to say Josh is talking a little bit about The Blob, which that is such a great choice for favorite remake. I love The Blob. How do you feel about this one, Marcus?
The one from what, late 80s, 90s?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
late
that's
80s.
dude. That's such a fun film, man. Matter of fact, it was on TV the other day, and I caught the end of it, and I was like, I remember being a young boy, being in love with Erica Laniak, I think was her name, because she was in Under Siege with Steven Seagal. You know, she played the Playboy model in that, but she was the girlfriend in the car when they went to the lookout point or the drive-in or whatever, and he kind of put his hand down her shirt and the blob was in there. I was like, to this day, that scene still creeps me out because it was like her face was getting sucked in and everything. I was like, that movie was so fun, man. That movie was so fun.
I love this movie to death. I just got the steelbook for it as well, and I don't know. I could put this one on a million more times. It's so brutal, it's so campy and over the top, but it is really like it's scary too, dude. Like it has some genuinely scary moments to it that I don't know are really effective. Love the score. Love Shawnee Smith, right? Is
Shawnee Smith? Yeah,
Amanda from Saw.
Yeah, Kevin Dillon, isn't it? Yeah.
So
did you ever see Girl House?
Girl House?
Yes.
No, I've never heard of this before.
Oh, now if you want to see a movie, since we were talking about technology, Girl House is about a house full of like webcam girls, you know, that do that kind of work, and there's a serial killer trapped in the house with them, taking them out one by one.
Ooh, okay, okay, that sounds different.
That movie is so fun. Yeah, so funny, but so fun. It's fun. The kills in it are very creative. Yeah.
I can get into that. That sounds cool, dude. Rock on, rock. I'll have to write that one down. I have like a million movies to watch tonight. I'm gonna be up until 4 a.m. I can't wait. Very exciting. Tyler is hanging out with us as well, saying happy Halloween, guys. Lady and I are currently dressed as players 2 and 3 from Stream. Look at that.
Yeah, I was dressed as player 1 last Saturday at a Halloween party. Yeah.
There you go, dude. Nice, man. You gotta rep it. You gotta rep it. That's too cool. Have you heard that the Ghoulies are coming back?
Oh shit!
I feel like I haven't even heard of this. Like it's my job, and I haven't even heard of it.
Yeah, I haven't even heard of that, man. I remember Ghoulies big time. That was like cheese at its finest.
Lots of cheese there. They're a ton of fun. These movies are a ton of fun, but they are very cheesy. It kind of falls into the whole like Gremlins not rip off, but like the copycat movies that came out from after that, for sure.
Gremlins and The Gate, almost like the creatures almost look like The Gate creatures, demons. Yeah,
they're popping out of toilets and shit. It's crazy. Yeah, Ghoulies is nuts, man. I've been talking about Ghoulies a lot lately for some reason, but here here I am with that. Mr. Rick is talking about the new scary movie that's coming out. Do you think they're gonna do a parody of Scream 5? That would be funny.
I would say they'll probably do Scream again, and definitely stuff like Midsummer and Hereditary, probably like one of those, mostly like the hits. I wouldn't be shocked if they reached out to Damien and say, hey, can we parody art? You know,
I was just going to ask.
Yeah.
I was just going to ask you, do you think they're going to do a Terrifier parody in there? And would that, on top of that, would that be an honor, in your opinion, for Scary Movie to touch on that, or not?
Yeah, because of the Wayans. Like, it's the Wayans, you know? Like, I only like the first 2 Scary movies. After the Wayans left, I was just like, this is crap. You know, when Weinstein took over and stuff, I was like, this is crap. And it just wasn't funny, you know? Even though Regina Hall and, what's my girl's name that play Anna Faris, Anna Faris, right?
Yeah. Yes.
I kept wanting to say Kendrick for some reason. Anna Faris, even though they were involved still, it just wasn't the same, you know, as the first two. So, and then getting to know Dave Sheridan over the years, man, that man is naturally funny. He is hilarious whenever I'm around him. Yeah, he's so cool, dude.
I hear he's great. I can't, I pass him at conventions every time I go, and I never have the time to just run up there and say hi to him. He's such a great part of that first movie, though. Oh my god.
Yep. So I would love if they brought him back, since Doofy survived at the end, you know. So that would be cool if he came back. Yeah. Plus he did all of his stunts and stuff in that first one. That was all him.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, that was all him. No stunt man or nothing. Yeah.
Oh, that I didn't know. Okay, that's awesome. I
Yeah.
I hope that 6 is like almost like paying homage to the original Scary Movie, like almost making
Mhm.
fun of that concept, because that's kind of, that's what a lot of big horror movies are doing nowadays, is
Mhm.
like at least the reboots and remakes and stuff. So it would be fun to see them parody that for sure. I'm
Yeah.
so glad the Wayans are back though. Scary Movie just wasn't the same without them
Yeah.
for sure.
Definitely.
Lighting Ghost has also thrown another 5 out there. Dude, thank you so much for your support, my friend. Saying they are remaking American Psycho for
I'm so
whatever
mad about
reason.
this. I'm so mad about this, dude. Because I was like, you won't be able to catch what made American Psycho so brilliant. Not, it wasn't just everybody's performance in the movie and Christian Bale, but it was the era, like setting it in the '80s and that wild time of those folks on Wall Street doing drugs out the yin yang and all posh and high and mighty and stuff. It was perfect for the film. Like it's what made the film just awesome. You know what I mean? Because you're like, do people really act like that? Like seriously, you know? And then you add the fact that Patrick is just losing it. I was like,
Yeah.
man, that movie was so good. I'm like, leave it alone, leave it
Yeah.
alone.
I just can't see why you would do a remake. I don't get it. It's perfect how it is. Some movies I don't think you need to put a new spin on them. I don't know, that original, it's perfect how it is. I can't see anybody else playing Patrick Bateman as well as Christian Bale
No.
too. Like, I mean, he's perfect in the role.
Yeah, yeah.
And so terrifying. I don't know. I'm open. Like, I'll see it because I'm a fan of the original, but I'm not expecting anything of crazy quality here, or anything that can top that first movie, because it's just so perfect for what it is, for sure.
Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, I read that they plan on making it modern, like set in today's time rather than
What?
the period piece. So I was like, that's dumb. Like, seriously, that's stupid. Like what? So you're gonna make him a crypto king now or something like that? Like what?
Patrick Bateman's into crypto. Oh man, no,
Yeah.
that dude. I don't know. It's just it's locked in the '80s. I don't think you can tell that story anywhere else, just because of how based on the culture it was. Too. I don't know. That's such a tough one. I could talk on and on and on about why you just can't do that movie again. But as Josh is saying, how is he going to return some videotapes? You can't have that line in there.
Exactly. Can't have that line. And then the awesome music, the music from the '80s, like
Huey
Patrick
Lewis,
talking
yeah.
about breaking down all the music, man. Dude, you can't do, like, granted, we got great music, well, not so much today with hip hop and stuff, but you got great music across the board over the decades. But it was just the way he broke down Whitney Houston and Huey Lewis, and I was like, dude, this movie is just epic on so many levels, man. So
Oh yeah. That's another one that's just like, it's just locked in time. You can't do that one again. But
Mhm.
Josh, real quick, I did see your message. I did get the thing, and everything is good. I do appreciate that again. Josh and I have a little. We're keeping secrets from the chat right now. But
Y'all
sometimes
gonna
those
have
are
to
fun.
fill me in behind the scenes.
I'll fill you. Yeah, when we're off the live, I'll let you in on the little secret here, Marcus. A few more questions, and I do want to. Oh my God, that's so funny. I have to go renew my subscriptions. That's what it'll be instead. No,
Right.
no. Oh God.
Be like, my bank is blocking their debit charge. They don't recognize the transaction.
Oh no, that's terrible. Dear God. So funny. One more thing here, and I think we're gonna wrap up the stream, Marcus. But Lighting Ghost throwing another $5 out there, dude. Thank you again. Saying, what are your y'all's hopes or thoughts on the Welcome to Derry TV series? This is the It mini series. It's coming to Max.
So, is it picking up from the film, or is it something? I don't know much about it. I know that they're doing it, but I want to know, when is it going to be set, and are they going to? Is it like a whole new group of kids, or is it taking place after like It Chapter 2? Like, I don't know. Where is it going to be set? And to me, that's important to know.
So it's going to be a prequel, which is interesting. It's like happening before the events of the first movie, like his previous killing spree. What is it? 27 years? I always forget.
Yeah, every 27 years. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 27 years before the first movie, which is in the 80s.
Now that would be, because I like period pieces.
Yeah.
Because of the creativity behind making it look dated, and looking like that time. Yeah, so that would be interesting, because he did kill a ton of folks from the time the entity was created all the way up. Yeah, so that should be fun. I'm wondering, like, do you know any? Have they released like cast yet, or?
We do know that Bill Skarsgård is involved, so he's playing Pennywise again, which is like that's a must at this point. I think
Yeah.
got to have him in there for sure.
Mhm.
I don't know too much else. Like they've shown little like flashes of it in like little like HBO Max like what's coming up thing. You know, I don't think we've gotten a full trailer though yet, or too much. Too many like big details to really like dissect with this one, but I'm hoping for the best with it. I hope it's good. I'm not gonna lie, I really liked those last two movies, so I would love to see just something more from this franchise for sure.
Like I'm hoping, like since this is a prequel, like will we dive into? Remember in chapter 2 where we saw the picture with Pennywise without the makeup,
Yeah,
and he was at
yeah.
the circus. If it's that iteration of him, I would love to see that. I would love to see that story of him at the circus and everything. I think that would be pretty cool.
I totally agree. That would be fun. I would love to see like his origins too. You know, like where he came from. Like if we could explore that a little bit.
Now,
As
if we
well.
did that, you know, you have to include the big tortoise from Never Ending Story. You know, since they crossed. So
Right,
yeah,
right. Really getting into some weird Stephen King stuff there.
yeah,
I'm down for it. Like I don't know if you've read any King before, but like I love The Dark
oh yeah,
Tower, which like
oh yeah.
obviously it is very, you know, like kind of plays a role in that, right? There's
Mhm.
like Pennywise creatures in that
Yeah,
story.
yeah, the
But
lights. Yeah.
yeah, I love that series so much, so I would love to see them dive into some of the weirder King lore.
I hope so. You know, originally when they came out with the Idris Elba movie, originally it was supposed to be a film series. You know, in between the films.
Right.
I wish like somebody would tackle that again, where we would get a proper, you know, the Dark Tower is so expansive that it has to be in series format. You know,
Yeah.
and if you do decide to do a film, cool, but set it in between like the seasons of the series. So kind of like what the Batman and Penguin is doing right now. You know,
Yeah.
do something like that, you know. And that's paying off because like not to take off of Dark Tower, but it's brilliant with how they're handling the Penguin because you're seeing the aftermath of what the Riddler did and how Penguin comes into power and everything, and seeing how the citizens of Gotham are after the flood and everything. So the Dark Tower series needs to breathe, you know, because there's so much going on in those stories, man, that it has to be like an HBO Max series or something, you know, to
Yeah.
really flesh it out. Yeah.
And King, you know, is so popular. It's almost like Stephen King is an IP of his own. You know, no,
Mhm.
if it's something like, oh, a Stephen King story is being adapted into a movie, people are going to check it out. You know, so
Mhm.
to me, it's like the fact that that's just been sitting. It's crazy. I heard that Mike Flanagan might have done a series, but now it's announced that he's doing like a Carrie series instead. I don't know. Like
They need to leave Carrie alone, man. Like,
it's been done to death, right?
right. Because you had the TV miniseries that was like a remake or whatever. Then you had the Rage, Carrie 2, which I actually enjoyed. And then you had the one with Chloe Grace Moretz, which I actually liked. Yeah, they need to just leave it alone. Or if they're going to continue something, okay, then fine, remake Carrie 2, The Rage, you know? Where
Right,
she's
right.
like, you know, her daughter or something, you know? So, yeah.
And Carrie's a great story, but to me, I don't think we've seen like a fully fleshed out version of the Dark Tower yet on screen.
Nope.
And I would just love for that because the 2017 movie is what it is. But to me,
Mhm.
it's like there's so much more detail and intricacies to that story that
Mhm.
we have not even come close to seeing on screen yet, and
Exactly.
would love
That's
to
why I
get
said
into that.
it needs to be like a 8 to 10 episode series, you know?
Yes, oh,
So you can really flesh
100%.
out the characters. Yeah.
And Mike Flanagan doing it would be like a dream come true. I think he understands King like so well. All of his adaptions of
Or
Stephen King
Fede
stories are
Alvarez.
good.
Or Fede
Oh,
Alvarez if he wanted to tackle a series, you know?
that
Make
would
him
be
the
cool.
showrunner. Or shoot, now that The Boys is ending, get my man who's the showrunner of The Boys and Supernatural. You
Ooh,
know, 'cause
okay.
he understands it. Yeah, he understands it. Because I love Supernatural. Supernatural is like one of my all-time favorite TV series.
Oh, nice.
Uh,
Okay.
yeah, so he would be good at it. Yeah, he would be good at it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Rock on, man. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I totally agree. It's got to be like a movie, TV series thing, like a back and forth,
Mhm.
for sure. I'm excited for this show though. Nonetheless, I can't wait to see what it's all about. I'm sure Bill's gonna do a great job. So I hope it's good, man. I'm really hoping it's good. Lightning Ghost, thank you for the 5 though. Do appreciate you a bunch. Marcus, before we sign off here, is there anything else that you want to, any happy Halloween wishes that you want to throw out into the horror community before we wrap this thing up?
Oh man, I just want everybody to stay safe. Don't go too crazy out there. Have fun, enjoy the holiday. Of course, Days of the Dead is coming up too, right
Ooh,
after.
okay.
So I'll be celebrating all week to next week anyway. So yeah.
Nice. Good stuff, Marcus. Dude, thank you for coming on again. I really do appreciate
I
it.
appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, brother.
It's always good talking horror, man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you guys may or may not know, I am going on a little bit of a break for the next week or so. I'll be back with a review of Heretic from A24 on like the 7th of November, I think or the 8th of November. I'm completely forgetting when that comes out, but yeah, can't wait for that movie. I'm very excited. Thank you all for joining me, and I will be live again on Monday the 11th. So it's going to be a little while, fellas, but old Jake, it's been a crazy couple of months, so Jake's taking a little break. But I will see you guys soon. Thank you again for joining me live, and as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all. Peace out.
Peace.